Hello and welcome to Glasgow Rangers Nation with me, your host, Owen, the channel that brings you your team every single day. And if you want your daily Rangers fix, if you need your daily news videos, your speculation, your rumours, your latest stories, your club statements, your signings, your podcasts, your live streams during the season, this is the channel to come to. The only way to make sure you never miss out is to hit the sub, ring the notification bell, set it to all, and then it will always spring up as a reminder on your device. Well, let's talk a little bit about three players that probably are not going to have anything to do with Rangers in the future, but obviously there is updates as regards their current situations, and obviously Malik Tillman, whether obviously the on-off saga of his transfer and what is going on with that. Let's start by talking about Malik Tillman. Now, obviously Malik Tillman spent last season on loan at Rangers and did a mighty fine job as well for the club. Obviously he is a USA international, a quality player, and someone obviously who came through the youth system at Bayern Munich. But he was certainly someone I think who at times divided the fan base. There was a lot of fans who thought that he obviously did exceptionally well and was well worth spending money on, whereas there was others who thought that, you know what, he isn't worth it because he didn't turn up in Celtic. This is what they said, and obviously didn't turn up in big games. Now, that was obviously some of the things that were levelled at Malik Tillman during his time at Rangers. His season obviously finished early with that horrible injury that he sustained in the Scottish Cup semi-final. But Tillman, obviously, you know, whether or not Tillman was going to re-sign has long obviously been a story that has run and run and run in terms of, you know, where he's going to be next season. Now, obviously, this was slightly clouded by Bayern Munich sacking their sporting director, sacking their chief executive, and looking to move on from their manager. Tillman obviously last year contributed well in the Scottish Premiership, 28 appearances, 10 goals, 4 assists. That's 14 goal contributions in 28 games, 67% of the Rangers starting 11, 65% of Rangers starting minutes, and had 17% goal participation in the SPFL. In the Champions League, he made 5 appearances. No goal contributions. In the Champions League qualifiers, he made 4 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist. So 2 goal contributions in 4 games. In the League Cup, he made 3 appearances. And in the SFA Cup, he made 3 appearances, contributing a single goal to the club. So, you know, he made contributions and good quality contributions throughout the season, and many fans were actually really impressed. However, it now seems that the goalposts on the Tillman fee have been moved by Bayern Munich. Now, it was initially thought that there was an agreement within the loan that Tillman could be had for £5 million if Rangers wanted to make the deal permanent. There was also lots of talk about that money had already been ring-fenced by the club to secure the services of Tillman. However, according to a very reputable German newspaper, sports newspaper called Kicker is probably the main sports newspaper in Germany. They are saying that Bayern Munich have rejected £5 million and said that Tillman is worth far more than that £5 million fee that they originally said that they were going to charge Rangers for his services. No word as to what the actual fee would be, but they say they want substantially more than £5 million. They're also talking possibly as well about sending him out on loan again next season to another top European club. That is what it is saying in Kicker this morning. But it does appear, according to Kicker, highly unlikely that he will head back to Rangers on a number of accounts. Number one, that Rangers would be obviously reluctant to pay more than that £5 million fee they thought they'd agreed with the Munich Giants, and also the fact that, you know, Rangers have in the meantime made signings like, for example, Sam Lammers, who plays at a very similar position, it is said, to Malik Tillman. So is he really worth spending that extra £5 million on a player that, you know, perhaps we do not really need at this stage, you know, going into the new season? So it does look very, very unlikely that Tillman will be in a Royal Blue shirt. I think really just confirming what we all kind of knew now, that he is not going to be returning to the club. But interesting news nonetheless coming out of Germany this morning. The other story that's come out of a number of media outlets, not only in this country but in mainland Europe, has been the response to Ryan Kent obviously joining Fenerbahce and Alfredo Morelos still on the lookout for a new club, despite obviously being linked with the likes of Nottingham Forest, Sevilla, and in more recent times Spartak Moscow. Now, Rangers hero Scott Arfield joined MLS club Charlotte FC this week. And obviously, upon joining Charlotte FC, Scott Arfield took the opportunity to thank Rangers fans for all they'd done, thank people for his time at the club, and talk about how much he'd enjoyed it, taking obviously to social media to do that, as well as obviously making statements to that effect. However, according to certain media outlets this morning and obviously supporters groups, Rangers fans are upset with the fact that it seems that Ryan Kent and Alfredo Morelos are completely sort of, I don't know, ignoring the fact that that Rangers has served them so well, that Rangers has given them the opportunity to be where they are in their careers. Upon joining Fenerbahce, but Kent obviously did not thank the fans, did not thank the club, and did very little to sort of, to attribute any of his success and any of his future success to what he'd learnt playing for Rangers, according to media outlets this morning. Also, Alfredo Morelos as well has made very little mention of his time at Rangers, made very little thanks as well in recent times in social media. It obviously remains to be seen that if he is picked up by a club in the near future, whether that be Sevilla or Forest or Villa or someone like that, whether or not he does obviously thank the fans. But according to Alan Hutton, former Rangers player, he does say that he understands the frustration of some fans and the anger of some fans towards these two players. Whether or not whatever the circumstances are that you leave a club, it tends to be good to sort of the done thing that you thank fans, you thank the club, whatever. It just seems to be the done thing, and it seems that obviously the situation around Morelos and Kent does seem that realistically in recent times they have not really done the right thing by the fans or by the club. Obviously Ryan Kent as well drawing an awful lot of criticism for his appearance at that last league game at Ibrox, when he looked like he was off to the skate park rather than obviously looking like he was a Rangers player, or off to rob grannies. That was the other one I think that many people said, that he looked a little bit like that. So that is obviously a story that has been running this morning. It was reported on a number of websites like Football Insider, for example. Not the only website as well, but there's another number of other that there's no farewell message, there's no thanks at all. And Hutton, the exact words of Alan Hutton was, they've been there for a long period of time, they have done well for the club, you would expect a farewell message. It has not really happened, but it's just one of those things. Everyone is different, but like I said, it kind of breaks with tradition, doesn't it? That's what you do when you move on from a club, and Morelos and Kent seem to have forgotten that completely. In other news, obviously, we've got going into a new week, and we're obviously looking for final transfers to be finalised on the likes of Panzo and Dessers this week. That is the strong rumours coming out of media this morning. As well, Glasgow Rangers Nation, bit of story. We've got a video, obviously, dropped this morning on Daily News Video. We also had a video earlier that dropped of Victoria at NASA on the Walter Smith Memorial Banquet Night. Add to that as well, we've obviously got podcasts coming up this week. A solo show of me on Monday night. Come and join me. You will be my guests in the live chat. And then obviously Wednesday night, we have a super trio, guys. I am joined by Victoria, obviously, the wonderful, amazing Victoria. Add to that the amazingly brilliant Marina Bannatyne, who's been on the show before from Heart and Hand, and her good friend, and also from Heart and Hand, Caroline Morrison as well, will be joining it. So, guys, it will be a thorn between three roses on Wednesday night. So come and join us for that podcast. I think it's 7:30 Wednesday night. So set a reminder for that and come and join us in the live chat, guys. We love your support. We love all the things you do to support this channel. Well, thank you so much for watching this Glasgow Rangers Nation news update. We'll be back tomorrow morning, obviously, with daily news videos. And also, if anything breaks later today, obviously, or at any point today, I will be back to break it on the channel. Thanks for watching. And remember, we are the people.